Hello, I'm Christine Franklin, an executive wellness coach who loves to work with busy people who are finding it challenging to fit healthy habits in. And my role is to help them do just that.
And my name is Silvana Siskov. I'm a health coach and nutritionist and the author of numbers of books focusing on health, weight loss, and nutrition. And today we are going to talk about healthy eating tips, and we are going to talk about our 5 healthy tips that we think are the most important. So, shall we just start with number one?
Yes, let's
Okay,
go.
so what would be your number one healthy eating tip?
First of all, I always recommend planning ahead. I
Right?
think
Yeah, that's a
very,
good one.
yeah, very often we just grab whatever's convenient and we know that maybe we're going to be on the road. We know that maybe we're going to have a busy day. And then we wait until we're starving, not just getting a little hungry, but starving, to
Mm-hmm.
then look for whatever is going to be the fastest and easiest solution. And that usually is the unhealthiest solution because most of the things that are convenient and in easy reach are not necessarily the things that are best for us and our health. So, being strategic and planning ahead according to the day that you're going to have, knowing that you're going to need to eat at some point, you know, and hopefully you're eating regularly throughout the day and not just trying to grab one big meal because you've just realized that you're hungry and haven't eaten anything for hours and hours on end. Planning ahead is extremely important.
Yeah, I agree. And what happened with lots of people, they starve all day and then they get home in the evening and then they start binging on food because they're so hungry.
Yes.
Yeah. And then during that one meal, they have like 5,000 calories or
Oh,
so,
yeah.
which is
So
very easy to
true.
do if you are starving hungry. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's a good one. Yeah, so that's number one. I would say for me, a healthy eating tip, it's not really eating, but it's drinking. I would say carry water bottle with you.
Mm,
Yeah, just a carry
yes.
water bottle wherever you go. I mean, I always carry with me. I carry with me to bed at night, and
Mm,
it's next to my bed,
yes, that's
and
brilliant.
it's with me all the time. Yeah, it's and it just reminds me that I need to drink a little bit more.
Yep. It's right
You
there,
know.
it's at hand, it's a
Yeah,
visual reminder. So I can
yeah,
imagine, I totally agree that will work well for pretty much everybody.
yeah. Just have a water bottle with you wherever you go, whether you do exercise, whether you are sitting in the office, whether you are watching TV, whatever you are doing, just to have a water bottle. And because it's there, you will always have a sip or two.
Yes, yes, I keep mine on my desk while I'm working and I can then just sip it periodically. So it's easy when it's visible to remember to
Yes.
keep,
Yeah.
sipping water throughout
Yeah.
the day.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So number three, what would you say it is?
I would say focus on preparing meals at home. Again, this is tied to planning your meals as well, because if you're
Mm-hmm.
planning your meals, hopefully you're planning to cook your meals, but really set up yourself to not grab something from a restaurant or a fast food outlet, but focus on how you can prepare meals at home regularly and then make the other alternatives something that you do more occasionally or maybe on weekends when you just want to kick back and relax and not have to worry about being in the kitchen. So,
Mm.
there are ways that you can make it easier to cook at home, especially if you're considering meal prep. So I'm a big advocate of prepping your meals in advance. And most people say they don't have the time to cook regularly, but meal prepping helps you with that issue of spending lots of time in the kitchen because you have pretty much most of what you need ready, easily accessible. And then you just have to either warm it or put it together, and you have something healthy, nutritious. something that you've made yourself, so you know what the ingredients are. So cooking at home is crucial for me when it comes to healthy eating habits.
Yes, and that kind of goes well together with the, suggestion number one, what you said, kind of plan ahead. I think you said,
Yes.
because and also what I notice, people often say they don't have a time. They don't have a time to cook at home. They don't have a
Yes.
time to eat healthy and all that. But I think if we just cook at home twice a week, if we find the time to cook twice a week, that's all we need, because we can just cook 5 portions and freeze them, and we
It's
can
true.
have it for next week or week after or week after
Yes.
that. So if we just cook twice a week, that's more than enough.
Yes. I like that simplicity. I agree.
Yes, yeah, because in a 5 weeks time, we're gonna have all this food from week before and week before and week before
Yes.
then. And if we cook, let's say 5 portions, if we are just cooking for ourselves, if it's for two, then obviously 10 portions.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so if you are just making sure that we find the time to cook twice a week, that's more than enough.
Yes. That's very practical. Very doable.
Yeah. Yes, very doable. Yeah. Yes. So next tip for me would be have a healthy breakfast.
Mm.
Because I often think that the way we start the day, we're gonna carry on.
Mm-hmm.
If we start
Yep.
the day in a healthy way, we're gonna carry on in a healthy kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if first thing we, we put in our mouth in the morning is sugary cereal or a jam donut or anything like that, it kind of it doesn't encourage us to eat healthy the rest of the day.
It's true.
So I would say eat healthy breakfast, because yeah, with healthy breakfast, then kind of you start thinking about what kind of healthy snack I can have, what kind of healthy lunch I can have.
Yes. And if you're eating healthy, you'll probably get the nutrients that you need that will keep you full longer. So
Yes.
that sugary donut is going to go out of your stomach and just disappear in no time. And then you'll be hungry all over again. And in the process, you would have raised your blood sugar first thing in the morning when your
Yeah.
body is just trying to get into the rhythm of the day. So you're working your body hard, using up precious energy early in the day instead of using it throughout the day. So, a healthy breakfast just really goes a long way.
Yes. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
That's number 4. What is number
Yes.
5?
I always recommend mindful eating. So, mindful eating
Yes.
means you get up from your desk. So, you're not eating while you're working. I know this is something that I see and I hear about all the time. You actually remove yourself from your desk and you're not trying to eat while working. And therefore, you're not thinking about what you're consuming. So, people do this all the time. They're on the computer or they're on the phone and they're just putting food into their mouths. It's almost like you're doing it on autopilot and you're not aware of how much you're consuming. You're not aware of how well you're chewing your food, and your food is not getting the best process possible to really digest well because you're distracted. You're, not enjoying the food. There's something mental and emotional that goes along with digestion, I believe. And,
Mm.
research has shown that as well. So when you're really grateful for your food and you're taking time to savor it and enjoy it, it actually becomes an entire experience that can really be that positive force that goes along with your digestion to help everything in your body work well. And I'm a big advocate of not eating in front of the TV. I know that's a common one. You have your bag of chips or crisps, as they would be in England, and you're just shoving them into your mouth one after the other and not really thinking about how much you're eating. And usually it's a big bag, it's not a small bag. So if we stop and really focus on what we're eating, That takes care of our portion sizes that we may not be mindful of. It takes care of proper digestion. And remember, if you're eating while you're working, it's highly likely that at some point, something in your work might annoy you. You know, something in the technology doesn't work the way it should. You get an email saying something you don't like, and you're stressed while you're eating. That's not what you want. So,
Mm.
for best digestion, focus on chewing your food properly, being grateful for your food, savoring it, and being just mindful of the experience of eating something nourishing, hopefully, that your body is going to benefit from. It really goes a long way for good health.
And when people eat mindlessly or on autopilot, they don't even taste the food. You can't taste the food when you eat like that.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, often I do it sometimes because I'm doing something while I'm eating, and I don't even know what it tastes. I can't remember afterwards what it
Yes.
tasted like because
Yes.
you don't think about it. You eat on autopilot, as you said.
Yes.
Yeah,
So it's so
yeah.
much nicer to have an appreciation for the food and, really enjoy it as it goes down and it's getting ready to benefit you and support you in everything that you need to do. So that's my recommendation, mindful eating.
Yeah, and a client once asked me how she can to give her some tips how she can eat more mindfully, and one of the tips I suggested was eat food with less dominant hand.
Mm.
Um, and she tried it and she find it quite interesting. So she tried to
Ah.
eat the soup with the left hand because but she's right-handed. So
Mm.
she was eating much slower. She was thinking more about what she was doing because her left
Yes.
hand was less dominant hand.
I love it. I love it. So
Yeah.
you're forced to actually think about what you're doing. Yes.
Yes, yeah, because if you're right-handed, you tend to eat with the right hand, and
Yes.
then kind of you don't think what you're doing. You just put the
Yes.
food in your mouth. You don't. It's you eat on autopilot, as you said.
Yes.
But if you eat with your left dominant hand, then kind of you need to focus on it more. You need to think about it more.
I'm going to try that today. That is definitely on the cards for today. So I can't wait to try it. That's going to be a new experience. I love it.
Yeah, let me know how it goes.
I will.
Yeah, my client really liked that suggestion. Yes.
I like it too.
Right. Okay. So let's try to repeat 5 healthy eating tips. So we said planning ahead,
Yes.
carry water bottle with you. Number 3, cook at home. Did you say
Yes,
prepare
that was
food at
it.
home? Number 4, have a healthy breakfast.
Yes.
And number 5, eating mindfully. Right, they're quite
Yes.
good healthy eating tips. Yes, yes.
So hopefully these will serve everyone well and you'll feel more energized and have the food really do your body good.
Right. And the next week, what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about support network and healthy habits and how your support network can help you with eating healthy, living healthy, and how your support network can basically help you with your healthy habits.
That's so important and it's not
Mm,
talked about enough. So I can't wait.
yeah, yeah. I'll see you next week.
See you then.